See, turn with me to Matthew chapter 7. And this is where the discipleship piece comes in at, because people need to understand what a relationship with Christ really looks like. You know, it's not that, oh, I said the prayer, now I'm going to just skate through life. Everything is going, I'm not going to get cancer now because I'm a Christian. Well, talk to some real Christians. They'll tell you about how God has walked with them in that battle. Oh, well, you know what? My kids are protected. Well, talk to some real Christians whose kids were killed due to gun violence or a car accident. Yo, life is real, but with discipleship, with some training, with some understanding of who Jesus is, things shift a little bit. So Matthew chapter 7, we're going to start at verse 24. Now, and this is it. It says, everyone then who hears these words of mine and what? Does them. So the attitude is Jesus is Lord. The application is, well, if he's Lord, then I have to do what he says. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall, because it had been founded on the rock. That rock ain't going nowhere. And if you're on that, it says that the winds came, the rains came, hail came down, lightning, thunder, all of this craziness. But at the end, still standing. Right? And he says, who is it that's like that though? Who did he say is like that? Look back at the very beginning. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them. Okay? Verse 26. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. That house fell, and great was the fall of it. The house that was built on the rock, it stood. But it didn't matter whether the house was built on the rock or whether it was built on the sand. The storm came to both. It's not because, oh, Jesus, Lord, now we get the easy life hat. That's not it. The storm still comes, but in the storm, he is our rock. People look at us, and if we can remember, you know, Jesus came, and he said, yo, I came not to be served, but to serve, and to give my life as a ransom for many. I came to pay for your sin. I came to lay my life down to redeem a people for myself. So often with Christianity, it's about us. I don't mean to say it that way, but it's about what do we get? What do we get? Instead of it being about, wait, my life is for a purpose that is so much greater than some stuff. My life is not about what I see in front of me today or the next 5 years or the next 10 years. Yo, I get Jesus. I get to know him. So when the storm comes, yeah, the storm sucks. But I know at the end of it, I'll be standing on the solid rock.
This is your moment.